Sprich mich nicht an, mache ich trotzdem.
You'd best keep your distance.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Commentary. Ich bin Ari und wir spielen heute Fire Emblem Three Houses. Die letzte Folge war ziemlich traurig und da werden wir jetzt gleich anschließen, also without further ado, können wir mal anfangen. Mama Aish.
Why did this happen? Lenato was always such a kind man. Everyone in the village was so nice to me, and I killed them. I killed them all. I had to. I know I had to. I know that, but still, what does that make me?
Oh.
Please, don't beat yourself up, Ash. We did what had to be done.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you. I'm going to check on the town. I hope my brother and sister are okay.
Mach das.
That was my first time killing civilians too. Those who I'm sworn to protect.
Notwendig war das nicht. Denke ich nicht. Aber so ist Krieg.
Are you insane? Those weren't knights or soldiers, but fathers and sons. We shouldn't have killed them.
Das ist
We
Krieg.
should have found another way.
Ja, hätten wir.
I'm sorry. It's not fair for me to blame you for the circumstance. I know that if we hadn't done what we did, even more civilian lives would have been lost. At least my mind understands that, but my heart...
Wenn sie festnehmen sollen. Man hätte mit ihnen reden müssen. Aber ich weiß nicht, ob wir dazu in der Lage gewesen wären.
Professor, those in power, no matter the era, always claim they fight for a just cause. That they take life to protect it. But is it truly okay to take any life you please? All in service of some implacable just cause?
Eigentlich
Lord
nicht, nein.
Lenato didn't take up arms out of a lust for power. He simply believed his cause to be just. Who's to say it wasn't? Maybe we didn't have to cut him down like that. Maybe we could have reached a mutual understanding.
Haben es versucht.
Found a path of peace. I have to believe that. Perhaps the notion sounds laughable to you. Mere lip service to naive ideals.
Nein.
But I can't believe otherwise.
Nein, du hast recht, aber wir hatten nicht genug Zeit. Mit mehr Zeit hätte man das regeln können.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
Der Dank gebührt meinen Studenten.
I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Dude.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lenato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
Ah, ich erinnere mich an diese Mission. Wir werden die Erzbischöfe nicht enttäuschen. Ganz im Gegenteil.
That is most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garrig Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
4000 Gold bekommen. Huiuiui. Aber gut, so, wir haben jetzt eine Mission bekommen. Ganz bald Geburtstag. Ach, ja, warum nicht?
Thanks.
Oh, Dimitri möchte mich sprechen. Okay.
Perfect timing, Professor. If you don't mind, I have a favor I'd like to ask of you.
Okay. Ein Gefallen. Was könnte das sein?
It's in regard to sword training. Not for myself, but, well, to be honest, I've been teaching swordsmanship to the orphans at the monastery for a while now.
Oh. Wie ist es denn dazu gekommen?
Some of them saw me sparring with the knights one day. They started pestering me to teach them. They were so earnest, I couldn't help but oblige. There's much I wish to show them, but due to my own studies and training, I'm afraid my time is rather limited. Which brings me to my favor. Your swordsmanship is unmatched. I hate to ask this of you, but would you consider lending me a hand?
Du kannst auf mich zählen.
Thank you, truly. I am in your debt.
Ach,
and I
Quatsch.
always repay my debts, I'll have you know.
Aha.
All of these children lost their families and homes to war or illness. This may sound a bit arrogant, but I feel it's my responsibility to help them. I lost my parents without warning too. In that way, we're the same. In Dusker, I lost my father, stepmother, and closest friends. I didn't have many allies at the castle after that. In truth, I had only to do for companionship.
Gibt es niemand... Ah, na, obwohl, das wäre eigentlich ganz interessant zu sagen, was das bedeutet. Frag mich, was er da antwortet, aber... obwohl, ich glaube, er vertraut vielen Leuten. Aber, okay, fragen wir doch nach den Verwandten.
I'm afraid not. My birth mother fell ill and died shortly after I was born. And my uncle... Suffice to say, we don't get along. Ah, but there were those outside the castle walls I was close to, such as Rodrigue.
Rodrigue?
Pardon my rudeness. I meant Lord Rodrigue. He is my father's old companion, and the father of Felix.
Ah,
On the occasions he would visit the capital, he'd take me out hunting, or on long horse rides.
ja, den kennen wir auch
All
noch.
to
Den
do
lernen
is
wir auch
like
noch
a
kennen.
brother to me. Rodrigue is more like a second father. It might sound ridiculous, but he's the kind of man I hope to become one day.
Oh,
Someone who helps others. Someone who can reach out and save a lost soul. Oh, please, accept my apologies for boring you with my life story.
ach Quatsch.
In any case, don't forget your promise, Professor. I'm counting on you.
Oh. So wie es aussieht, lohnt es sich am meisten am ersten Tag des Monats diesmal wieder exploren zu gehen.
So, our task for this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery, to help put a stop to that assassination plot. The knights will certainly have their hands full protecting Lady Rhea, and perhaps our enemy is counting on that.
Du hast recht.
Please, elaborate.
Why would Lord Lonato be carrying around a secret note with an assassination plot written on it? Isn't it possible he hoped to monopolize everyone's attention with this alleged plot, in order to distract from his true aim?
Maybe they're after the treasure vault. There's also lots of valuable stuff in the library and Professor Hanneman's quarters.
True. The monastery undoubtedly houses many weapons that rival even the hero's relics.
Whatever their aim, we can't allow any harm to come to the ladies of the monastery. I mean, what would I do with my spare time? You mean to say we should search the monastery, try to find what the enemy is truly after?
Yes. And we should be prepared to fight them as well, should it come to that.
Dazu wird es
I
kommen.
wouldn't mind getting in some training, just in case.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and this young man here is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Du arbeitest für Rhea?
Yep, I help Lady Rhea with all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Niemand hat irgendwas anderes gemacht. Ach, kann ich auch gar nicht. Okay.
A hero's relic.
Ich meine, wir müssen hier wahrscheinlich nicht erzählen, was ein Reronenrelikt ist. Also, was weißt du darüber?
However, could I know something? Still, it is heavy on my mind. The stone within the sword. A glow of red. Oh, it is nothing.
Okay. Na gut, dann schauen wir uns mal um. Oh, Shamir.
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering.
Ich grüble über die feindlichen Absichten nach.
Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Was kannst du mir beibringen? Pflanzen? Warte, haben wir schon wieder Unterstützung? Oh boy, das wird eine ganze Episode, wahr? Aber wir machen erstmal den ganzen Rest. Wo ist Ace zufällig hier? Ja. Wo ist Ace? Ist Ace vorne am Beten? Da mal Ace.
I can't stop thinking about Lonato. I'm sorry, Professor. I know this isn't the time, but I just can't get past it.
Versuch dich zusammenzureißen, wenn du kannst.
Thank you. No matter what happens, I promise you I'll do my part.
Ist okay.
I checked on my brother and sister, who were living in Castle Gaspar. Thankfully, they're all right. I was worried because they're both so young, but the church in the castle town offered to take them in. That much, at least, is a big relief.
Immerhin. Hey, Flane.
Professor, I am afraid I have acted a bit childishly toward my brother recently. Given the circumstances, I requested that he provide me with some candies. Silly of me, really. The timing was improper, and I regret it very much now.
Okay.
Oh, but more importantly, this place is off limits, Professor. It is only open to the public on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. Here's an
Was ist
idea.
das hier? Jemand, der Witze mag, okay.
On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum.
The holy mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Ignorance.
With the whole monastery preparing for the goddess's rite of rebirth this month, it feels like everyone's a little on edge.
Ich meine, die haben schon gesagt, dass Saros die falsche Göttin ist. Nee, Quatsch, nee, die Mutter von Saros ist es ja. Aber dass wir die falsche Göttin anbeten und so weiter und so weiter. Also, ja.
Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
Ach, das hier ist der Tower. Oh, okay.
Hello there.
Ich glaube, hier war ich noch nie. Frag mich, ob man da später tatsächlich hin kann. Das hört sich fast danach so an. Achso, haben wir einen Kummerkasteneintrag?
That reminds me. People seem to think that all the knights of Saros are equal. But that isn't quite so. There are many distinguishing ranks within the order. For example, there are squires who are training to become knights, as well as full knights, like myself. Oh, and then we have the holy knights, such as Catherine. Those are the knights that can wield a hero's relic.
Well,
About 20 or so years ago, there was a big fire in Garreg Mach. On that day, Captain Gerald went missing. Everyone thought he was dead.
Wie alt bin ich zufällig? Na, hier schon circa 20 Jahre alt raus, oder? Na, könnte ein bisschen jünger sein.
It never occurred to me that he might actually have survived. The truly strange part is that in all those years, he hasn't changed a bit.
Sehr mysteriös. Ah, wir haben tatsächlich einen Zettel. Okay. Ich bin ein Einzelkind. Wenn ich den Adelstitel meiner Familie nicht fortführe, müssen meine Eltern jemanden adoptieren oder versuchen, noch ein Kind zu bekommen. Was du erschreibst, ist wichtiger als dein Titel? Na toll. Tut mir leid. So, das hier ist Ingrids Zimmer. Nichts Besonderes. Marians Zimmer. Okay. Hildas Zimmer. Sehen wir alle gleich aus. Ich bin der Meinung, ein paar von denen sahen noch anders aus. Oh, Edelgas Zimmer. Ein bisschen schicker, mit einem Blümchen in der Ecke. Huberts Zimmer. Okay. Kaspars Zimmer. Okay, also jetzt kommen wahrscheinlich die Jungen. Oh boy, Ferdinands Zimmer. Ganz viele Rüstungsteile auf dem Boden. Und auf dem Schreibtisch das Werkzeug. Okay. Also kümmert er sich selbst um seine Ausrüstung. Lorenz Zimmer. Teeservice und Blümchen. Sehr ordentlich. Claudes Zimmer. Ui, ganz viele Bücher und Werkzeug. Okay, er tinkert gerne. Interessant. Felixes Zimmer. Wow, mehr Bücher als ich erwartet hätte. Sonst keine Einrichtung. Aha. Dimitris Zimmer. Okay, Dimitri, zeig mal. Geht ziemlich langweilig. Keine Einrichtung, aber ein paar Bücher hier. Bücher und Schatullen da. Was ist in dem Korb? Sonst keine Einrichtung, ne? Sehr sparsam und genügsam, der Typ. Oder vielleicht hat er auch einfach keine Zeit zum Einrichten. Wenn er noch die weisen Kinder irgendwie unterrichtet. Sylvains Zimmer. Oh, ein Blümchen. Bestimmt ein Geschenk von einem Mädchen. Und ein paar Bücher. Ist tatsächlich ziemlich schlau anscheinend. Auch ein Körbchen. Bestimmt für Picknicks.
Excuse me, Professor?
Ja, was
I
gibt's denn?
just wanted to let you know that Lady Rhea is always real concerned with you. She expects great things, I think. Please don't let her down, okay?
Natürlich nicht. Oh.
I hope you're not just saying that.
Okay, da wir jetzt hier fertig sind, gehen wir mal... Na, wir fangen mal hier bei dem Übungsplatz an.
Sending an assassin to the monastery, Hopefully it's someone worth crossing blades with.
Wahrscheinlich.
It seems we're cut from the same cloth.
You're skilled. Why won't you battle me?
Was ist das? Ah, Schwerkunst-Turnier für Schwerkraft. Ja, machen wir noch. Da schicken wir Felix hin. Pass auf. Oder wir machen das jetzt gleich. Warte, ich gucke mir kurz nochmal die Quests an, die wir heute haben können. Das Ziel des Feindes haben wir schon... Was? Aha. Nimm an einem Kampfkunstturnier teil, ist unsere Quest. T für 2. Von Ferdinand. Liebesfestung von Setheth. Aha. Und wertvolle Geheimnisse. Na dann, schauen wir uns mal weiter um und dann machen wir das Turnier.
Hey there.
Hey Raphael.
I bet the enemy is using this assassination nonsense just to sneak in and raid the pantry. What do you think, Professor?
Genau. Da hast du ganz recht.
Oh, I'm right, all right. My animal instinct is telling me that the enemy is after our best meats.
Ja, aber nicht in dem Sinne. Oh, doch,
Is
ja.
it true you got caught in the fighting?
Mhm.
I'm so thankful you made it out alive. I don't know what we would do if we lost you. I do find you very interesting, Professor.
Dang it.
Oh, have you been tasked with guarding the monastery as well? Such a stir over a single letter. But I suppose the Archbishop's safety is too important to risk.
Yep. So, wer von meinen Leuten ist denn hier? Did you?
The monks declined my offer of assistance. They said that no one from Dusker is to be trusted, especially now. Given the circumstances, I cannot fault them.
Tut mir leid, did you? Oh, hier sind ganz viele Leute.
There's been talk of an attempt on Rhea's life. We've been ordered to help the Knights patrol. Could that possibly mean that Rhea isn't beloved by everyone the world over?
It seems there were forces opposing the church, beyond Lord Lonato. I never thought such forces could exist in this world.
Oh, jetzt muss ich kurz überlegen. Wir kennen nur einen kleinen Teil dieser Welt.
I suppose that may be true.
Kann ich rekrutieren?
Professor, excuse me.
Natürlich nicht. Dang it.
I don't know who's to blame for all this commotion, but it's frankly a huge inconvenience. With everyone stuck on guard duty, our study and training time has been drastically reduced.
Kann ich dich wenigstens rekrutieren?
Yes, I'm actually very busy.
Ah, come on. Magie und Glaube. Ich muss mir mal gleich eine Liste machen, damit ich die nicht noch verpasse alle.
Have you heard of the War of the Eagle and Lion? It was the battle that won the kingdom its independence from the Empire.
Even the Church of Seros had no choice but to recognize the courage of Luke, the King of Lions who emerged victorious. The Church awarded him a crown and the right to govern the Fargus region, backing him in his bid to found the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. In return, Luke agreed to make the Church of Seros the religion of his territory, and permitted them to publicly proselytize across the kingdom. In the 400 years since, the Church and the Kingdom have continued to maintain very close relations.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame.
Seid ihr dabei in Gefahren geraten?
No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear.
I know.
I have something to ask of you.
Eine Diebesbande überfällt im Norden von Fergus ein Dorf nach dem anderen. Angeblich haben diese Diebe einen alten Turm zu ihrem Stützpunkt gemacht. Wisst ihr, wo das sein könnte? Wir finden uns raus. Wenn ich richtig gesehen habe, werden wir hier auch zum ersten Mal Tee trinken heute. Was gibt's, Kaspar?
I was just reading this letter from my father. Do you know him? He's a pretty big deal in the Empire. He only writes to ask how my training's going, or how many monsters I've killed. Stuff like that. Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Wusstest du, dass im Kloster Kampfturniere abgehalten werden? Das heißt, dass jeder teilnehmen kann. Da kommt mir eine Idee. Wir sollten uns beide dafür anmelden, Magistra. Okay. Ich schick Felix. Hey, Mercedes.
The monastery holds many treasures. Maybe the enemy is after one of those? Even so, the idea of stealing from a church is just horrible.
Tja. Danke für deinen Input.
Professor?
Okay, das ist nicht lang. Mit dir kann ich reden.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault.
Oh.
I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like.
Oh.
Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Oh, okay. So in einer Umgebung, die man so leicht, an die man so leicht ran kann. Heißt, wo wäre es dann besser? Gehen wir mal zu Anna. Hi, Anna.
Hey, Professor. How's it going? I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy right now.
Okay, Quest. Auf dem Schlachtfeld erscheinen wertvolle Geheimnisse verbreitet zu werden. Ich hätte gerne, dass du dir für mich ein paar dieser Geheimnisse anhörst, sobald sich eine Gelegenheit dazu ergibt. Ja klar. Gegen den optionalen Kämpfen und Questkämpfen kennen jetzt wertvolle Geheimnisse. Stehe oder sammle 3 Oh, okay. Cool.
So...
Oh, Torwächter, ja. Hi.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. The goddess's rite of rebirth is this month, right? The monastery gates will be thrown wide open on that day. I'll be working as a guide. I hope I get to guide some lovely ladies around.
Of course.
I've heard talk of students wandering the monastery late at night. They wouldn't happen to be from your class, would they? Please keep your students in line, Professor. Kids these days.
Jetzt versuchen. Hey, Ferdinand.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone. To cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book, but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable. And the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent.
Danke.
Please, do me a favor.
Ich habe mir versehentlich das gleiche Teeservice zweimal besorgt. Ich möchte das Überzählige jemandem geben, der seinen Wert zu schätzen weiß. Würdest du die richtige Person für mich finden? Okay.
Let's see.
Dimitri, was gibt's?
Enemy's aim lies elsewhere. We had better discern their true intent quickly. As I see it, our best option is to explore every inch of the monastery. We should also speak to everyone here. Let's plan to compare notes once you've got a lead.
Ich habe schon alles angeguckt.
Do me a favor?
Wir müssen herausfinden, was das Ziel des Feindes ist, damit wir uns darauf vorbereiten können. Hören wir uns im Kloster um. Vielleicht finden wir Hinweise.
I'm afraid we'll need more information than that.
Okay. Guck mal, was ich noch so finden kann. Liebesinformationen. Aha.
I hear you have fought alongside Catherine. I would wager that her power exceeded your expectations. Had you the chance to witness her relic? Thunderbrand, glowing red. That glow is a sure sign that her blood contains a crest that harmonizes with that hero's relic.
Ja, sie war sehr stark, aber es war nervig, um sie herumzuarbeiten, okay? Oh, was geht denn hier ab?
No classes on a festival day. I thought I'd get to spend all day relaxing in the company of some lovely ladies. But now this mess has happened. Hey, Professor, I know there's talk of an assassination attempt, but do you really think they'll do it on the day of the Rite of Rebirth? I feel like security would be looser some other time. Is there some reason why it has to happen on that day?
Vielleicht.
Did you know that on the last day of the rite, the monastery is open to the general public? It's kind of fun. It makes the place feel like a festival.
Petra.
Fighting to stop a murdering is my specialness. No, my specialty. I will show my best work.
Annette.
I bought the ingredients for making some sweet treats I can't wait to eat. Huh? Oh, I know it looks like I'm fooling around, but I'm not. I'm preparing for potential battle during my patrol by making sure I have plenty of food I can eat while walking. Smart, huh?
Stimmt schon, ja? Ja, doch. Ich sag einfach sehr schlau sogar.
I know. Once they're ready, I promise to share some with you.
Danke. Was ist die nächste Person da? Oh, Linhard.
So sleepy. Too sleepy. I found an interesting book in the library. Got so caught up reading it, I forgot to sleep. Interesting discovery, though. The coffins of the 4 saints in the sanctum each have their crests carved into them. I'll need to find a way down there to get a look.
Oh. Man kann dort die Crests von denen sehen? Interessant. Sehr interessant.
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares. Wine bottles from centuries past and the like.
Come on.
I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Oh, mein Vater.
What's the matter? You're running all over creation. Ah, you don't believe Lady Rhea is the real target, do you? Even so, the knights have their orders. We can't abandon our duty to guard Lady Rhea. The goddess's Rite of Rebirth is an important event for the Church of Seros. They say it's the day when the goddess will return to walk among us. Not too likely, if you ask me. Best if you keep that to yourself.
Oh. Okay. Okay, von den Leuten, die ich rekrutieren will, was sollte ich denn da? Ich überlege, ob ich nämlich dann einfach meine... Na, wo ist es? Meine Fähigkeiten vereinsetze. Also, Linhard zum Beispiel wäre gut. Und ich weiß nicht, was ich noch für einen Cynthia machen muss, ey. Okay, also ich habe jetzt eine kleine Liste gemacht. Ich guck mal, ob wir uns Booster... Ach, wir können auch mal gucken. Hier, warte mal, ein Lagerhaus. Quatsch. Inventar, Items. Und dann... Hier, wir haben doch schon so Stack-Dinger gekriegt, okay. Charme erhöht. Behendigkeit erhöht um 1. Bewegung um 2. Glück um 4. Behendigkeit um 2. Also können wir schon mal 3 theoretisch. Ja. Oh, wow. Oh, und Stärke um 3. Guck mal, ob ich sowas auch kaufen kann. Okay, also was wir brauchen ist, wir brauchen mehr Magie. Müssten ein bisschen reiten lernen. Ein bisschen viel. Ein bisschen sehr viel. Es wäre wahrscheinlich wirklich einfacher, die zu bekommen, indem man einfach mit ihnen redet. Ehrlich gesagt.
Professor, while the investigation is important, don't forget to make time for your training. If we have to battle and cannot win, all will be lost. We don't know who our enemy is, so we must be prepared for anything.
Jo.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Der Turm Konant. Ja, von dort aus könnten die Diebe operieren. Ich werde der Suche nachgehen. Vielen Dank. Warte, wann kannst du mich ausbilden? Du kannst echt viele Sachen. Nichts, was ich gerade brauche.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Seros. Could it be that someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration?
Vielleicht.
Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garreg Mach's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
Okay.
Maybe.
Ernten. Wir können immer noch nur 2 anpflanzen. Verdammt. Ach, Manuela.
Hey, Professor. I hope you're well. As for me, I had a date with a splendid specimen of a knight. But now he's suddenly not in the mood to see me again. I blame all these rumors of a deathly figure showing up in town. Such an uproar must have, beyond reason, drawn his attention away from me.
Kannst du mir beibringen? Oh. Wäre schon geil. Ach, come on.
Professor,
Nochmal.
as for me, I blame all...
Okay, ganz einmal. Shit.
It's a shame I am not in your class.
Ich will auch nicht weiter. Ich wollte nur deine Schwester nehmen. Nein. Hä? Hat er nicht eine... Hä? Bin verwirrt. Oh, soll ich ihm das Tierversivis geben?
Goddess is right. Could it be that someone... How kind of you.
I will have to repay you sometime.
Okay. Warum ausgerechnet ihn? Du kannst Verbündeten näher kommen. Achso, ja. Wir können jetzt Tee trinken mit Leuten. Oh, warte, da stand ja jemand. Naja, stehen ist viel gesagt.
Hi. Right now is, well, right now is okay, I guess. If you, want to chat. A little.
Warst du gestern Nacht zufällig im Speisesaal?
Hey, I get hungry sometimes. Like anyone else. What? Eating at night is bad for you? There's no way that's true. Wait, really?
Ich kann dich wahrscheinlich nicht diskutieren, aber...
Sorry, I'm trying.
Stärke und Bögen. Dang it. Achso, ja, wir können uns noch mal die anderen Zimmer angucken, schätze ich. Also direkt neben mir wohnt... Warte mal. Das ist mein Zimmer, ja. Wohnt Didiu. Anscheinend sehr belesen, arbeitet immer daran, die beste rechte Hand von Dimitri zu sein. Ashes Zimmer. Oh. Viele Bücher, Schriftrollen, er schreibt anscheinend. Und er ist im Zimmer. Genauso wie die Tür anscheinend. Wer wohnt hier? Ignaz. Raphael. Oh wow, er schreibt, hätte ich nicht gedacht. Lindhardzimmer. Oh, da liegt ja was. Angelt anscheinend gerne, okay. Uiuiui, das ist Petras Zimmer. Okay, ja, verstehe. Oh, hier ist auch voll mit Fläschchen und Tinkturen, um sich zu schminken und so. Und die Skincare, hä? Bei der waren wir schon. Ein Netzzimmer mit Essen. Achso, wegen Backen vielleicht? Und Tinkturen. Also sie macht auch Skincare und so. Geh raus! Okay. Und da unten auch noch Zimmer? Oh ja. Wer wohnt hier? Lindsay, natürlich Bücher. Und süße Figürchen von Tieren. Knuffig. Oh, wenn wird das? Leonie. Mit Stoffen? Näht sie selber und repariert ihre Ausrüstung selber? Interessant. Irgendwie mag ich sie aber nicht. So, die Bibliothek ist noch offen. Und oben und der Dom. Ne, im Dom waren wir schon zuallererst. Das Kampfturnier ist noch offen. Oh, wir haben die Eulenfeder gefunden. Die brauchten wir ja, glaube ich. Okay. Ich glaube, wir waren jetzt an so ziemlich allen Orten. Na gut, dann gehen wir mal in das Obergeschoss der Kirche. Sprich mich nicht an, mache ich trotzdem.
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
Versuch's doch.
Oh, come on, I'm only kidding.
Ja, ich weiß. Warte, was kannst du mir beibringen? Schwert und okay. Brauche ich nicht. Brauche ich nicht. Was geht hier so ab? Hey, Rea, kannst du mir auch was beibringen?
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety?
Genau.
I'm quite all right. But your concern means a great deal.
Ich kann mir was beibringen. Perfekt. Oh. Yes.
Practice yields results.
Cool. Hatte ich nicht auch irgendwas für sie? Verlorenes Item? Oh Gott, wir haben so viele. Erkannt. Hier, ich glaube, das ist ihre.
Yes, that is surely mine. I appreciate you bringing this to me.
Kein Problem. Vielleicht sollten wir die alle verteilen, in der Hoffnung, dass uns was ändert. Gucken wir erstmal bei den Lehrern vorbei. Oh, ja. Oh, Hahnemann.
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
Achso, ja, was kannst du mir beibringen?
Pardon, intriguing.
Oh, yes. Oh, aber reiten. Oh, dang.
Practice yields results.
Naja. Warte, war in den anderen Räumen auch was? Nope. Nope. Erstmal zur Bibliothek. Oh, cool. Wow, es hat viele Punkte gegeben. Ich habe sich ja wahrscheinlich nicht geändert. Nein.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Ja, wir haben jetzt anscheinend alles untersucht.
That boy who assists the Archbishop. Cyril, I believe? I hear he's originally from a foreign land to the east called Almyra.
Oh.
I know he's still only a child, but I do
wonder about his true intentions.
Oh, warte, da war schon jemand. Leonie.
Hey, did you hear? A knight wielding a scythe is roaming around town at night. If he's a villain, I'd like to get the measure of him.
Weißt du was, wir versuchen es mal. Ich habe doch bestimmt dieses das gar aufgelegte Kleidung. Das ist bestimmt hier diese handgezeichnete Karte. Das ist bestimmt ihre.
Oh, that's mine. Thanks so much for finding it.
Wusste ich doch. Okay, wir gucken mal. Ich verteile mal ein paar mehr von denen, aber da müsst ihr dann jetzt nicht dabei bleiben. Wir haben jetzt, nachdem ich fast alle verteilt habe, haben wir jetzt hier ein Gespräch, also gehe ich da mal hin.
Teacher.
Oh. Hi. Was geht ab,
Hello,
Ferdinand?
Professor. May I speak with you?
Ja.
I was just wondering, what do you think of Edelgard? You seem to hold her in high esteem.
Sie muss noch viel lernen, hoffe ich. I don't know.
Well now, that is not what I expected you to say. You clearly have high standards. And what is your opinion of me? I am at least her equal, am I not?
Oh.
Do not hold back. Pretend that I am just a regular person, not the scion of a noble house.
Ach, keine Ahnung, was die richtige Antwort ist. Ich denke, ihr seid beide gleich fähig.
Evenly matched? Me? With her? I was just being modest before. Honestly, I have always prided myself on being superior to Edelgard. But evidently that is not your perspective. I suppose there is only one thing to do. I must demonstrate my excellence.
Ich kann dich nicht davon abhalten. I don't know, ich kann ihn gar nicht lesen.
Precisely. You cannot stop me. I will prove that you have drastically underestimated
Oh,
me.
ich habe das Gefühl, ich habe jetzt einen Rivalen.
I could ignore such a slight upon my honor? Not likely. Come, Professor.
Okay.
We will begin with battle. Edelgard's skills in combat are no match for mine.
Okay.
I heard that just the other day, she defeated a demonic beast without assistance. Well, anything Edelgard can do, I can do better. And in half the time.
Okay.
Professor, you can be my eyewitness and timekeeper.
Oh my.
Here we go. 2 at once? That's... well, it will be fine.
Aha. Wenn du das meinst.
I can't do it. It seems you have saved my life. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, kann ich ihn jetzt fragen? Weil ich habe ihn jetzt auf C bekommen, oder? Erstmal zu Dimitri zurück.
Thanks for your help.
Offenbar kennen wir jetzt einige denkbare Ziele des Feindes. Ich frage mich, ob wir mit unseren Vermutungen richtig liegen, aber erfahren werden wir es noch früh genug. Stimmt.
So, there is something that the church values above all else. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make gaining entry far easier than usual. You know the place of which I speak.
Das heilige Mausoleum.
Yes, that is the most likely possibility. We do not know their objective, but there is a good chance that our enemy is planning to target the Holy Mausoleum.
Ah ja, wir können ihnen jetzt ja auch Tee anbieten. Aber erstmal, eins nach dem anderen. Wir gehen erstmal das Turnier machen. Würde ich sagen, wir schicken Felix, wa? Come on.
Too easy.
Oh wow.
You're weak.
Mit 4% Chance Crit, ey.
Another win.
Okay, der macht schon 7 Schaden.
Another win.
Halbfinale, Finale. Okay, ich meine, wir können trotzdem mal heilen, schätze ich, weil es ist ja schon das Finale. Na dann, gucken wir uns das Finale an.
You're weak.
Gewonnen. Cool.
I'm glad I asked you.
Ja, jetzt können wir keinen Tee mehr trinken gehen. Gab es noch irgendwas, was wir machen sollten? Ne, wir haben nur noch die blaue Quest und ja. Ah ja, die Unterstützung. Dafür gehe ich mal kurz nochmal zurück auf mein Zimmer. Aber ich sehe, es ist auch schon jetzt eine Stunde um. Vielleicht brechen wir das ansonsten an der Stelle ab und machen einfach nur eine Folge nur mit Unterstützung. Ich glaube, das klingt nach einem guten Plan. Und das heißt, ich sehe euch dann nächstes Mal, wenn wir uns dann nur die Unterstützung angucken. Bye!